Good morning, class. Today we are going to look at accounting standards. Going to look at accounting standards. So, under this, we are going to look at the meaning of accounting standards and the two main classes or types of accounting standard. Then the structure of the IFRS foundation, the roles of IFRS, the harmonization of IFRS. All this we are going to look at them under this accounting standard. So first of all, let's start with the meaning. What is accounting standards? So these are authoritative statements or opinions on how financial transactions, events, and other accounting information shall be accounted for or reported in the financial statement. So what you are going to look at, the main points under definition of accounting standard, we have authoritative or opinion. So this is very important when defining accounting standard. We have financial transactions, we have events, then we have accounting information. So in a nutshell, what this accounting standard means, a set of authoritative statement or opinion on how you are expected to state or prepare a financial statement, or how a particular transaction event is accounted for in the financial statement. Now, under this, we have now two types of accounting standard. We have local and international. These are the two we have. We have local and international. What is local or national? This local, you can also call it national. So a local accounting standard are meant to be applied or adopted in a particular country. In a situation whereby a accounting standard is only applicable in a particular country, is now known as local or national accounting standard. That is why we have GAAP. That is generally accepted accounting principles, is the meaning of GAAP. So in the case of Nigeria, we have SAS. SAS. We have SAS. This SAS is a statement of accounting standards. This is the meaning of the SAS, and is issued by the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria. And US, case of US, we have US GAAP. So these are all local accounting standard. And that international accounting standard, that is when we have IFRS. IFRS means International Financial Reporting Standard. So we have international accounting standard. This international financial accounting standard, they are the standard by that are meant to be adopted in the presentation of financial statement by different countries. So when this happens, the standard is known as international accounting standard. So under this, we have some standards which we call IFRS, we have IAS, which is International Accounting Standard. This is International Financial Reporting Standard. That is how we have them under International Accounting Standard. So now let's go back and look at the harmonization of these international accounting standards. How it all started. Well, how do we now have international accounting standard? If we now go back to history, in the 1973, this June, different accounting bodies came together from different 10 countries. They met and agreed to establish a committee, and that committee is known as IASC, which is International Accounting Standard Committee. So in that 1973, they established this committee to produce accounting standard which will be regulated and be guided in the preparation and presentation of financial statement. So the 10 countries or 10 nations that now came together in this 1973 to form this committee have UK, US, France, Ireland, Australia, Canada, Germany, Japan, Mexico, and Netherlands. These are the countries that came together and formed this committee. So as time goes on, the same committee now have over 100 representatives, and it also have over 143 bodies from 143 bodies, and from 104 countries. So that is as time goes on, this is what they have. In the year 2000, they now have this. So they now understand that there is need to include other countries, and under this IASC, they issued accounting standards, and the accounting standard issued under this IASC, we have IAS. This is International Accounting Standards. So they issue all these standards, and by this standard from 1973 to 2001, they issued 41 accounting standard, which they call IAS. In this 2001, just when they now decide to replace IASC with IASB. So this is International Accounting Standard Board. So in 2001, the IASC was replaced with IASB, and the IASB now issued accounting standards, which this now IASB issued IFRS, now issue International Financial Reporting Standard, and as of today they issued 17 standards. We have 17 standards which are called IFRS. These 17 standards, they are all called IFRS, and we have 41 standards which are called IAS. At the point of this replacement of IASC to IASB, the new board now adopted all the 41 accounting standard, that is IAS. 41 IAS. The IASB now adopted the standard. So at this point, when we are referring to IFRS, we are also referring to IAS, and The IAS and the IFRS, they are all international accounting standards. So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to explain here is that both IFRS and IAS, they are the same thing. They are all international accounting standards. So don't be confused. They are all accounting standards, international. So now we have the structure of the IFRS foundation. You see the structure of IFRS foundation. We have the structure. So the first thing is we have monitoring board. From monitoring board we have IFRS foundation. Then from IFRS foundation we have ISB. From ISB we have two bodies, committee under this. We have IFRS Advisory Council, and under this we have IFRS Interpretation Committee. So this is the current structure of the IFRS foundation. But this monitoring board was incorporated in 2009. So the monitoring board is the one now monitoring all the activities of this IFRS foundation. The IFRS foundation is a non-governmental organization and is non-profit making organization. The board now exists primarily to ensure that the trustees or members of the foundation discharge their duties as required by the IFRS foundation constitutions. And they are also responsible for the approval of appointment and reappointment of trustees of the IFRS foundation. And also consists of the emerging and markets and technical committee of the International Organization of the Securities Commission. These are the sum of the functions of this board. And under the IFRS foundation, then the IFRS foundation was formed in March 2001. And, it was formed, as I already said, it is a non-profit making organization which was incorporated in the United States of America, and is the parent entity of the ISB, which is this is a parent of body of the ISB. So then under this, which means you see this ISB is still part of what we are discussing. Then under the ISB we have IFRS Advisory Council, and we have IFRS Interpretation Committee. So now, before we now go further, let's look at the roles of IASB. Why do we even have this ISB? One, we have this ISB in order to produce a single set of global accounting standards that require transparent and comparable information in the financial statement. This is global accounting standards. So it's the duty of this ISB to produce global accounting standard, and this accounting standard is under ISB. Then the second one is it helps the participants in the world capital market and other users to make economic decision. And we have let's say economic decision. So since it's a global body, so it now helps international market to make economic decision by providing a single accounting standard that will be used by several countries. So using that, it will now assist users of that financial statement to quickly make financial decisions, these economic decisions. Then the third one is it promote the use and application of the accounting standard. Promotes accounting standards. So this a body is not just to issue the standards, it also promotes the accounting standards so that other countries will now see reasons to accept the accounting standard. Then it also approved the interpretations produced by the interpretation committee. Interpretation. So this body is the one responsible to approve the interpretations given by the IFRS interpretation committee. They monitor the interpretation committee and they have to approve the interpretation before it's being issued. Then the fifth one, they take accounts of the financial reporting need of emerging economies and small medium size entity, that is what we call SMEs. So this board is also responsible for these SMEs. So these are some of the topics that we have to cover under this IFRS. As time goes on, we are still going to bring some issues that we are to discuss under this topic. Thank you so much.